Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel where we make New York Giants videos for New York Giants fans. I am Deception, and let's get into today's topic, which is, this is actually kind of crazy. So it looks like the New York Giants went out and signed Allen Robinson from I guess actually he was just a free agent. He was released by the Pittsburgh Steelers due to cap constraints, which it looked like he saved them about $10 million against the cap. In releasing him this offseason, which, to be honest, I didn't even know he was available. And the crazy thing about this, too, is a lot of you Giants fans that are probably as terminally online as I am remember back in the 2021 offseason where there was actually kind of a big debate between Giants fans between either Allen Robinson and Kenny Golladay because we were looking for a number one receiver, and both of those players were looking to hit the free agent market that offseason, which I believe Allen, when he was playing with the Bears, they actually put the franchise tag on him, which made him ineligible. So we ended up going with Kenny Golladay, which, you know, look how that turned out. But anyway, we got him now. There's no contract details out yet. There's no dollar amount. There's no length of time. But what we will do is we'll actually go in. We'll just talk about Allen Robinson here for a second. So he measures in at 6'2" at 220 pounds. Fits an archetype of receiver that the Giants don't currently have. I think most of our receivers are either 6 foot flat, and then you got Wan'Dale Robinson in the slot. That's about 5'8", and then you got what's his name? Oh man, what is his name? Oh, Isaiah Hodgins. Yeah, you got Isaiah Hodgins, who's about 6'4", but his production last year, you don't really know how long if he's going to be on this team for very much longer. Just didn't really have the output that he did in 2022. But so Allen Robinson, he's a bit of an older player. He's 30 years old. He was drafted all the way back in 2015. In the second round by the Jacksonville Jaguars, pick number 61 in the second round. His rookie year, he had 80 catches for 1,400 yards and 14 touchdowns. He wouldn't eclipse 1,000 yards again with the Jacksonville Jaguars for the 3 years that he was there. In 2018, he moved on to the Chicago Bears, which he would have two 1,000-yard seasons. In 2019, he had in the 2019 season, he had 98 catches for 1,147 yards and 7 touchdowns. He followed that up the following year in 2020 with 102 catches for 1,200 yards and 6 touchdowns. And so far in his career, he's only had those 3 1,000-yard seasons. He's played on 1-year deals, basically the last 2 years, and with the Pittsburgh Steelers last year, and the Los Angeles Rams the year before that. So this is actually kind of crazy. I didn't think that he was going to be available. Like I said, I didn't know he was available. But I think this is a smart move and a move that I think the Giants really needed, especially with how young our wide receiving room is. You look at guys like Wan'Dale, Hyatt, really the oldest guy in the wide receiver room right now or the only guy that's really projected to make the roster is Darius Slayton, and I think he's only 26. So having a guy like Robinson come in and be able to be kind of a bridge to help someone like Malik Nabers transfer from college to the NFL, and to help him with that transition. So I think that's also really great. Not only will his leadership in the locker room be a plus for signing him, but man, his play on the field, like I said, I was surprised that he was available, because he's still a solid wide receiver. He's proven in the past that he can have over 1,000 yards. And those 1,000-yard seasons that he had with the Bears, he had Mitch Trubisky throwing him the ball. So all you Daniel Jones haters, unless you're saying Mitch Trubisky's better, I don't think Mitch Trubisky's better than Daniel Jones. I think Daniel Jones can get this guy the ball if asked to. And so not only, like I said, is he going to be a valuable backup, but he can be a starter. He can start for us, pretty much any given Sunday. And if he is a backup, he has experience playing both on the outside and in the slot. So depending. So really, no matter who goes down or what kind of configuration of wide receivers you want to send out on the field, you can use him as a chess piece. And so he's not just going to be a guy that's just going to be coming in here collecting a paycheck. No, he can be a contributor. He's proven that he can be a contributor in this league. So super excited about this. He has had some injuries in his career. I know with Jacksonville, he had an issue where I believe he like fractured his foot, and he had to get surgery on that where they had to put some screws in it. And then he had an ACL tear in 2017, his last year with Jacksonville as well. So he had that great season, his first great his rookie year in 2015 in Jacksonville. He had that great season with 80 catches, 1,400 yards, and 14 touchdowns. And it looks like he in his second year in 2016, he had 73 catches for 883 yards and 6 touchdowns. So it's probably the year he had his injuries. And then, like I said, moved on to Chicago. First year with Chicago, he had 55 catches for 754 yards and 4 touchdowns. And then the following year in 2019 is when he had 2019 and 2020, he had the 2 consecutive over 1,000-yard seasons. So really happy about this addition. I think it really fills a need that I don't think was really thought of as much in Giants land, about what kind of a leader we would have in the wide receiver room, especially after losing somebody like Sterling Shepard. So, like the move, like the player, can't be mad at it. We'll have to wait and see what the contract looks like, whether it's just going to be a 1-year deal, if it's going to be something where it's just going to be like the veteran minimum. We'll have to wait and see, but solid move. We'll have to wait and see kind of how this wide receiver room shapes out. You know, some of the pieces that we've added, like Isaiah McKenzie, you'll have to see, I kind of wonder how many of those guys are actually going to make the team, especially since McKenzie was thought to be brought in more as a kick returner. And since we got somebody like Tyrone Tracy Jr. in the draft, is he taking over that role? So was McKenzie more or less just insurance? We'll just have to wait and see. So I really appreciate you guys stopping in, checking out the channel. This is our first episode. We're going to be covering everything and anything New York Giants related in the future. I already have some videos planned that are going to be coming out here pretty soon. So pardon the rough edges. You know, we're gonna smooth this thing out as it goes. So again, thank you so much for stopping by. If you like New York Giants news, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave me a comment, man. And until next time, you all have a good one.